I received a request to do a detailed video of what our year-round homeschool looks like and what that means. And so that's what we're going to discuss today, year-round homeschool. Hi, my name's Jennifer. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'm thankful for your time and I'm glad that you're here. As I mentioned in the intro, one of the viewers requested that I do a video on detailing what our year-round homeschool looks like. When I say we are year-round homeschoolers, what does that mean? So I'm going to show you today. However, before I get to it, I do want to ask you, if you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And also, if you have any requests for videos, please leave those in the comments below. I will do my best to record such a video. Again, I really appreciate your time. I appreciate the interaction. I'm enjoying getting to know you through YouTube. So let's get started. What does our year-round homeschool look like? I'm going to turn the camera around, show you our calendar, and kind of discuss what we do with our year-round homeschool schedule. I printed a 2021 and a 2022 monthly calendar, and I'm just going to walk through a little bit of how I schedule for our year-round homeschool. Now, before I get into this, one thing to absolutely note is I live in a state where we are not required to do a certain number of hours, a certain number of days. We do have other requirements, but as far as the actual number of days that I must do or the number of hours, I do not have a specific number that I have to meet. What I do have to meet is I have to teach math, grammar, reading, language arts, etc., and history and science. So those are the subjects that I must teach throughout the year according to our state laws. Our last day of school for the fourth grade was April 23rd, 2021. We then took 2 weeks off for the break between fourth grade and fifth grade. Then I have highlighted in yellow when we are doing what we call our summer school. And so this is where we have shorter days. We start about 9:30 and we go for about 2 hours. So this is anything that's yellow. These are our shorter days. We focus on math, grammar, history, science, and then I'm including reading in with grammar. And those are really the subjects that we focus on during our summer school. We do have fun days where we go on some field trips, go to the cultural center, museums, do some outdoor nature hikes, nature walks. And so those are included in here. I'm just giving an example of what we do. Then for camps, my daughter did request 3 weeks of science camp this summer. So I just have the 3 weeks marked off. When she finished these first 2 weeks back to back of science camp, she said, "Mom, I am exhausted. Can we please just take the week off and let me recuperate from going all day, every day for these 2 weeks?" And so we did take this week off. And then we went back into doing our summer school with math, grammar, reading, history, and science. She does have one more week of camp, science camp, that she's going to do this summer. And then we have either what I'm considering educational vacations or field trips. So for example, last year we were able to go to Jamestown, which was an amazing trip. We did Jamestown, Yorktown, Williamsburg, Monticello. And so that's what I would have in this pink. And so this is educational trips or field trips, which there's quite a few pink here, and sometimes it's just not a full week and it's more separated by just a day. Then at the end of August we will start our full schedule. So this is where we're going to be going from 8:30 until approximately 11:30, 12 o'clock in the morning. We'll hit all of our subjects throughout the week, and she will also have quite a bit of her independent work that she'll have to do in the afternoon. So that is what these orange weeks are considered. Now, anywhere that I have marked through, it is just saying that we'll have that we're not going to do schoolwork on that week, or close to it. This is Thanksgiving week, this is Christmas week, and then the week after. The couple weeks leading up to Christmas, I do a shortened schedule because, quite frankly, by that time we're just all tired. And so we do more fun days. We do more of a lighter schedule because, around the holidays, things do get quite busy. And then when we get back in January, we are hitting the ground running, and we are doing a full schedule for January, February, and March. We will take 1 week off somewhere in March, whether it is a vacation and we do no school, or if it is more field trips, or those types of activities. There is 1 week for that. And then by the time we get to April, we are truly starting to wind down for our year. And so we go to where we do 4 days a week of the full schedule, and then normally 1 day a week we are doing some kind of extracurricular activity, doing field trips. The weather's getting nicer where we live, so we can do more outdoor activities and just really enjoy where we live and have fun and learn in the process. And then for this final week, I put it as a yellow because we are really wrapping up anything that we need to do for the year. And so this last week of April, I'm planning on us having finished most of our curriculum, and we are, starting to really wind down. So this is our schedule. When I look at what our year-round homeschool schedule looks like, this is a very good representation of it. Where we have, the lighter days during the summer, and then around the holidays, we do have some educational camps. Then we do field trips or vacations, as well as our full schedule of subjects. And then also we have the weeks where we do no school. Our weeks for no school are just spread out, and it's about 6 to 7 if you count the individual days as well. It's about 6 to 7 weeks throughout the year where we do no school and really just take a nice break. So I hope this does help with what our year-round homeschool looks like. If you have any questions, please include those in the comments and I will answer to the best of my ability. I hope that you are having a great summer, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.